Hi guys, it's Georgie, and today What Now video is going to be about school tips on how to be invisible. Now first of all, if you want tips on being more social or other things, popularity or something, go find somebody else. I'm not going to be able to do that, no. I've never been able to do that, and I'm not going to start today. First things first, you might notice the brick wall. That's just because I'm in a different room. I felt like filming in here from now on. So you'll see this much more. Yeah. And one last thing before I actually start this video is I'm now going to have a challenge for myself with these videos. I'm gonna make up a challenge, or if you guys want to send me one, and it's just something really simple, just not saying a certain word, not doing something. For example, today's challenge for me is not to move my bags, not to touch them, not to do anything with them after this. Okay, not doing it from now on for the rest of this video. Not gonna touch my hair. That's the goal. If I break this, I lose. Let's see if I can do it. On with the video. Tip number 1. By the way, I have my phone. It has all this stuff on it. Tip number 1. Keep your mom's words in mind. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. Unless they just really deserve it and you're out in the hall and no teachers are around. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. But if you're talking back to a teacher, don't do it. It's not a good idea. Don't. Not a good way to stay invisible during class and not to get called on and things like that. Do not talk back. Do not give them a reason to dislike you, because if they dislike you, they are going to be calling you the most likely. Unless they just don't really want to deal with your bullshit. Anyway, back to this. If you don't have anything nice to say, just stay quiet, okay? Just don't say anything to the teacher. If they say something that annoys you, just go, just nod. Just nod. Simple gesture. Get you out of a lot of trouble. And anyway, tip 2. Stay sober or stay home. You know who you are. You know who you are out there. Those of you who happen to like a certain things that you aren't supposed to use, well, one, you're not supposed to use ever, and one, you're not supposed to use until you're 3 years out of high school. Then don't use it till Saturday. Stay away until Saturday. Just stay away from it. Don't use it, because then on Saturday you can have as much as you want, and you can get over it on Sunday, and you'll be fine. Nobody will know. You won't get caught. Unless you're at your school, you have random drug tests and alcohol tests, and then you might get caught. Tip number 3. If you don't want to get called on, when the teacher looks at you, don't flinch, don't just automatically look away, don't look down, just calmly just look back at her. Maybe look to the side, look at your paper, just kind of act like if she does call on you, you got the answer. Most likely won't call on you then. Unless you got one of those teachers who are just hey, yeah, you know the answer, you're not gonna waste my time. Pick you. If you have one of those teachers, you should know by now, and just to look as stupid as possible. It is always a good idea to have the answer, but if not, just somewhat listen, stay somewhat tuned to what they are saying, so you could give a good guess. You don't need to know the answer, just give a guess. And give an educated one. Don't just be one of the stupid people in the back. This. No. There's a hair sticking up, isn't there? Okay, anyway. Tip number 4. Don't be the one to hide in the bathroom at lunch, okay? Personal experience here. It gets awkward. And I'm not saying this because you sit in a bathroom at lunch. I'm saying this because you're sitting in there, and if you're like me and don't want to sit on a toilet and you figure, hey, lunchtime, not a lot of people are going to come in here. You may be right, but the few people that do come in may come in twice. And when they see you the second time still in there, they're going to think, what are you doing? Yeah, probably not going to ask you to eat lunch with them either, and then you're just going kind of like, yeah, I'm a loser. I'm a big loser. So, if you're allowed in your high school to be able to go and sit not at a lunch table, like outside or just on the floor, go find a nice little corner that nobody sees other than you. And if you can't do, and like if you don't want to do that, then try making friends with somebody in your 4th period to where you can actually go and sit with them. The corner technique works. It works very well. Last but not least, tip number 5. If you really don't want attention, don't bother getting lunch. Literally, because you're just going to stand there, and then like when you get your lunch, it's just going to be like really awkward just walking away, not to a table. Especially if you don't have friends in your lunch. Like, if you just kind of just walk to the corner or walk somewhere else, walk to the bathroom, you know, it's just gonna, like, people are gonna look at you and they're gonna know what you're doing, and it's gonna be really awkward. Unless you go and eat outside, because then it's not that weird. But, like, if you do walk to a corner and you walk and you sit there by yourself, then they're probably gonna know what's going on. It's gonna get awkward. Or at least that happens with me. So if you do eat lunch at school, then I would say get up, like 5 minutes earlier, pack a quick lunch, or the night before, like put everything that you want like in an easy place to get. Like if it's cold, then put it like one place in the refrigerator, so all you have to do is just hurry up, put it in a lunchbox or a paper bag and run out. That's all you gotta do. Those are my 5 tips on how to survive school and be invisible. Yeah. See y'all next time. I didn't touch my hair. I win this challenge. Bye-bye. One last thing. If you do have any suggestions on what I should talk about next time on What Now, or the challenges I should do in the next challenge video, or what challenges I should do at the beginning of these videos, or what Georgia or George should do at the beginning of their videos, and what they should talk about in their things, because one of them's going to be doing another one, they're going to be doing it next. I don't know which one yet. It just goes. Who knows, it might change and it be me again. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, have a great day. See y'all next time.